I'd planned on doing this video a couple of weeks ago, but I got busy with being a girl and socializing and getting lost in my life. But I figured, what the hey? A couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I think a week ago, I have no concept of time whatsoever. But yeah, I went to go see Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland or Alice in Wonderland? I don't know. And the point being is that I saw the Alice movie with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, what's her face from Sweeney Todd? The creepy lady, Helen Carter, I don't know. Anne Hathaway, I don't believe, I know Alan Rickman's not in this movie. I know it. But, the whole bunch of, an eclectic group of people, that were in this movie, and an unknown name, who plays Alice, who I'm forgetting the name of right now, knowing Kira watching this video, she will find the name, post it on the comment section, and she will rub it in my face for knowing it. But I digress. Movie takes place, roughly maybe 10 years after the original story, I think, and Alice is like 13, and she is a lovely, buzzing young woman, and her father dies, and she's living in this proper world, and she just doesn't think, and she says the most weirdest things that are not, perfectly set in that world in like the 1800s. I want to say, could be wrong, but then again, I'm always wrong about stuff. And the movie starts out very gray tone. The filming of it was amazing. Now, see, I knew seeing this movie that the 3D effects were going to be amazing, off the charts, because one, you have Steven Spielberg directing this movie, and a story. So I was a little skeptical about the movie itself, because the original story I love. I know my best friend Leslie is more in love with that, but that's besides the point. And there are so many different versions of the story, and of course I love the the Disney version of Alice in Wonderland, because I'm not much of a tool. There was a live action show on Disney Channel, like when I was a kid. It was amazing. I just forget the name of it. I think it was Alice Adventures or something. I don't know. Anyway, when you first see the movie, a lot of the colors are really, it's all gray color scheme, and they had like pale blues and there was all pale colors, and it was kind of enchanting. Like, it was kind of regally set, but it was also, very stern, and in the beginning of the movie, it's all about being proper lady and doing all this stuff, and I'm not a proper girl. I have never been a proper chick my whole life, and I kind of understood where this girl was coming from. Plus the fact that, I have a rash. Plus the fact that, the girl herself, didn't fit into proper society, because she didn't say the right things that she was supposed to say, and, I mean, I'm not going to give too much of the movie away, because for those of you that haven't seen it, you should really see it. And the directing of the movie, the way it was shot was just really great, and the angles were kind of perfect. The close-ups were really precise. Just the whole point of it was really great. And but the first 15-20 minutes, it's a grayscale, I think. I could be wrong. And then she drops down that hole, and it's a pop of color, just a pop of everything. You see Tim Burton. It is Tim Burton, right? Did I see Tim Burton before? But anyway, Tim Burton, he knew that this story had to pop with life and color, and while being in Wonderland, there is some gray color in Wonderland because of the Red Queen is taken over, and Helena Carter, who plays the Red Queen, by the way, amazing. It just reminded me of the Disney's version. She was amazing as the Red Queen, and she was very good at being an uber bitch. I was surprised, and making her short and her head like bulbous and crazy was amazing. Johnny Depp, he can be a good-looking man, but in this movie, he just creeped me out. His eyes were the scariest thing to look at. Um, but him being Hatter was just, it makes sense. Because he's such an oddball as a human being to begin with. It kind of makes sense for him to do this movie. Uh, the White Rabbit, I forget who plays him. Because my brain's not working right now. Oh God, my brain doesn't want to work. We'll move on to the Tweedles were my favorite. They were my favorite. They reminded me of two retarded boys that I could run into in my life because I gravitate towards that. I went to Summit High School. Come on. They were adorable. They were adorable. Anne Hathaway, who played the White Queen, had this like ethereal, almost like an angel thing to her, which was so great. Tim Burton was so smart in depicting her, because I really didn't think she was going to live up to the hype as a White Queen, and turns out she did a really great job. I was so surprised by it, because she's so young. She's barely in her 20s. I think she's like 24 now. I really don't know. I really didn't think that she could play the White Queen so well, and I was utterly shocked. What blew me away, though, was the story itself. And, the directing was obviously amazing, because you have such a great abundance of great actors that are combined in this movie. Tim Burton cannot do wrong. Although Coraline scared the shit out of me, but that's a different story for another day. He can't do a movie wrong. He really can't. And between the story, the directing, and the 3D was amazing. I mean, I knew that was going to happen, but the way he designed Wonderland was so perfect. It's kind of, the weirdest stuff you would see, and it was just so cool to see all of it. And the mushrooms are exactly, and the flowers, I got to see the flowers with the talking flowers, with the faces in them. That was cool. That was epic. Overall, I give this movie a must-see. You guys need to go see it, because it's so, it's so great. I was really shocked at the idea that this movie could actually be something more than it was, because it's very tricky when you do childhood stories, like those types of stories that we all have grown up with, and put them into a movie, because you never know what the outcome is going to be. And 10 stars or whatever, 2 thumbs up. It was amazing. I recommend you guys go seeing it. It's not a matinee. I'm also going to put a link in the description for a new thing I found called Spill.com. It's on YouTube. I'm going to put a link in annotation right here. I'm going to see if I can, yeah, right there. Hopefully, if I can get that right. And I'm also going to put a link in the description for them too, because I might be too lazy to do the annotation, but I will, hopefully. And yeah, check it out, guys. It's really a great movie. I'm sorry this is such a long video, because I haven't done something like this for you guys in a really long time. I'm going to shut up now. But more movies to come. I am planning on seeing a couple more movies that are coming out. Okay. I'm sorry. Peace out, guys. Love you so much.